stars tonight. Found myself a wash in colored light. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me.
And we're live. Welcome to episode 223. The MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. Is my microphone on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. Episode 223, the MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com, where you can find all the chainmail themed apparel and accessories that your heart desires. How's everyone doing tonight? I just sent out the notification that we've gone live tonight, and if you're joining us from that, first off, I appreciate you being here. Second, I'm glad it worked. Thank you for downloading the app. I won't be doing this for all my live streams. I won't send out a notification for that. But I thought that since a lot of people downloaded the app, they might not know that we have this show. And figured I'd give it a try. See if we can get some people who are interested in chainmail to come and join us. Oh, my glasses are so much cleaner. So, how is everyone tonight? How was your weekend? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I need a knife. For starters, I got some mail. This should be... There we go. Ooh. Come on, close. Alright. Garbage. These are 12 gauge 3/8 bright aluminum from chain-reaction.ca from Wally up there. And the 18 gauge 1/8 rings I've been waiting on to finish the jelly cube I was working on. So we're going to set some of these aside. I do have this jelly cube project that I've been wanting to finish for a while. So I'm going to work on that tonight. Alright. Grab my pliers here. I should clean off my desk. It's a mess. Alright. Find it. Okay. Is everything going? Is everything going correctly? It's always nice to get mail. I really do like the quality of the rings coming out of Chain Reaction. Hi Barb, how you doing? What are you up to? Alright. So I've got my sides marked out here. Got one ring attached here, and where's my... This is the side I'm currently working on, so I need to finish this side and then do 2 levels on this side. So it is always nice to get mail. And you're with your puppy? You're awesome. That's good. That's good. Alright. Now, did you get a notification that I was going live via the MailleWerX app? It came through on my phone almost immediately. It should be going through fairly quickly for everyone. I do want to expand the use, right? Like whenever one of the suppliers has a sale or has something going on, I want to be able to take that, send out a notification, still let people know. Nick is working 13 hours till July. No, you didn't get a notification. John got it. How you doing, John? John sent me some really cool pictures earlier. He was working on some awesome stuff. I'm actually jealous. Okay. Well, we'll see if some people show up. It might not. I don't, like I said, I don't plan on doing that for every time I go live. Maybe once a week or something, or if something extra special's happening. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I wonder why some people got it and some didn't. But anyway. I hope people pop in. I may have also, I'm pretty sure I shared the right link, but thank you. Weaving more rings tonight, making a Mobius helm thingy. You don't know what it's called? I think Mobius helm is probably as good a name as any. Yeah, so when there are special events going on, as far as the streaming goes, I'll probably send a notification out. I'm going to try and keep them to a minimum. And then to use it as, like, when someone has, a supplier has a sale, or when someone posts something really awesome inside the app, I think would be good times. Try to use it judiciously. You know, the last thing I want to do is send too many notifications where people delete it off their phone, you know? Alright. So, yeah. There seems to be a couple of issues with people downloading the app and then not being able to open it. They get like this blue ring of death thing. And then they're reinstalling it and it works out. And then I was having trouble with the ring talk section. It wasn't loading correctly, so if that continues, I don't know if it was just my phone or what, but if I get complaints about it, I will take a deeper look into why that's happening. But then the rest of the weekend it worked fine. So I'm stupid excited that this is done. You know, a project like that, it's like a website. It's never really done, but you know, it's pretty much done. Just requires maintenance from now on, which is cool. I think that my life would have been a lot easier if Apple had not required so much damn paperwork. I think is the thing. So now it's May. I've got all the supplies I need. All the beads I could want, and I've got a lot of work to do as far as chainmail is concerned. So I'll get to work on all of that. Then it is warming up here finally, so I will be out making some raised garden beds here later on this month. I do have an interview tomorrow, actually, that I've got to attend. We'll see what happens with that. I am trying to make it through another month of no income, so before I break down and get another job, right? Like, financially, I've been fine up until this month. This month's going to be tight unless I can make some things happen. So I think that I can, and I'll get through the month without having to without having to go seek employment. My VA stuff should be cleared up by the middle of the month. Unemployment's coming in regularly, and like, I'm so glad I got. If I can make it work, I'll be really glad that I got let go from my last position. You still want to do a large project just to challenge yourself, but not sure what you want to do? Right on. I want to continue to use up all the rings down here, but I've gotten myself into a pickle. I have a lot of rings that I ordered for specific projects that I got to work on, and it's adding to my collection of rings instead of me working on a project that's been laying around for, a decade. The ring pile just keeps getting bigger, which I think is it's doing me a concern, right? The opposite is supposed to be happening. I am supposed to be using up all of my rings. But whatever. I will get through it. So what kind of large projects are there? Like, I've got one that I'm working on that's a wall art piece, or that's the goal when I'm done with it. That's a pretty big project. When you say large project, Barb, how many, what are your definitions of large? Hey Peg, how you doing? I imagine, like, a large project's probably anything over 10,000 rings. Anything under 10,000 would be a medium-sized project. Anything under 1,000 is a small project. Probably kind of how I think about it. Chainmail. Chainmail equals a large project. Yeah, 100%. Larger than the piddly little jewelry pieces and keychains you do? Larger than your dragons? Okay. So probably something over like 5,000 rings. How many rings are a dragon? I have no idea. I should make one of those. You saw the new t-shirt? I like that one. I thought it was funny. I have more t-shirt ideas on the way. Just got to get time to design and implement them. Just to have a few t-shirts in the shop. You know, I know a lot of people liked them before, but small inlay's good. Maybe an inlay or something. Still have the chainmail castle idea in your head. Maybe a sculpture. Okay. The hell was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh, t-shirts, yeah. So that's clearly not going to be the main focus of what I'm designing, but it is one of them. A couple funny t-shirt ideas surrounding chainmail. And if any of you have any good ideas for a t-shirt, please by all means let me know so that I can take credit for them. And I will do my best to try and design something for it. I'm getting better. My initial t-shirt designs were not great, but the Bang Me one turned out pretty good. You've got 3 Christmas themed inlays charted out from a couple of years back. You can send them to her? That's so nice. There's something I want to do. I want to make an app like inlay grid pattern where you can just, well, a website. Kind of like the scale mail website where you can go and design your own scale mail pattern. But for the inlay design, I would want it to where you just had a picture. You would upload the picture and then it would give you, you know, the parameters. Like all the rings you'd need, where they go. I think that would be really cool. I don't think I can do that though. That would have to be hired out. You have your lady make your shirts these days. She has one of them presses to make anything you desire. Nice. I was looking into that. Right. I don't have room for that in my house. I'm sure I could find a space, but I don't need another hobby. You could add that to your app, a black and white that you could color in yourself. A phone version would be interesting. I don't know how much use it would get. Right, like having it on the computer where you have a screen large enough to see what you're working on, I think is important, but maybe people want to, you know, scroll into their, or go into their phone and blow up the picture and just follow it ring by ring. I don't know. It's something that people ask about a lot, and I know that IGP isn't, it has its limitations. So I would like to expand on that idea. So we'll see. We'll see if I can ever get to a point where I can do that. Windows 10 supports apps. In what way? Right, like I don't, like, what is an app you would download onto a computer? Let me ask that question. I'm sure there are several, and I'm just not thinking of any, because I am not a smart man. I know, like, email. Here's my question. Where I'm stumbling with this idea of downloading an app onto a computer, right? I need an example of an app that you would download in place of a website, right? And it just may be how I use my phone and how I use my computer. But I don't know. I don't know. We did get a lot of downloads on the app, though. That was pretty cool to see. So an app that you can, or a computer program that you can upload a picture to and have it display in like whatever weave you wanted. You have to program a few different weaves for it. And multiple ring size conversions, you know, from like 18 gauge 5/32 to 16 gauge 1/4 inch. It would just, I don't know, it would just be a cool thing to do. You see the files pop on over in a bit. Oh, okay. Barb, you're getting some stuff sent to you. Come on. Wow, that just slid right out. Okay. So this month, aside from her, come on, here we go. Aside from my VA claims clearing up, aside from, you know, any unemployment I might obtain, my goal really is to take MailleWerX and begin replacing my income with it. So that's my goal this month. And that's, you know, I have other smaller stuff I gotta do. But I'm gonna be honest. I really, really don't want to go back and work for anyone else ever again. Especially not in the medical field. If I can avoid it. I think that's, I don't know, that's primarily on my mind. So we're making cool stuff, and we're putting it out for people to see. Be focused on that all month. And then gotta make all this chainmail stuff. Gotta stop ordering rings. Alright. So, last night, there's a song on TikTok goes like, it starts with ding dong da 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 da. I don't know the words. And I was just gonna have my son listen to this song because I thought the song was cool, but the picture that came up on my phone was of a scary person, and he freaked out. He got very upset and very scared very quickly. I didn't get to share the song with him, and I was not trying to scare him at all or even show him the picture on the phone, right? He just caught a glimpse of it and took off. Like, I am so sorry, buddy. So, needless to say, I did not get a chance to share that song with him. But he said today he had a panic attack. I was like, holy crap. Like, what have I done to my kid? He starts baseball tomorrow, so he and I were out throwing the ball around. I think he's kind of excited. He's young, and he puts too much expectations on himself, and then when he can't do something, he wants to quit. It's like, oh, I'm bad at it. There's no point in me doing it. Right? It is awfully young for a panic attack. I don't think he really had a panic attack. I think he just got scared. I think he thinks panic attack equates him being scared. I don't think he had a legitimate panic attack. But he was scared. That's for sure. But yeah, he gets very frustrated when he can't do something right the first time. And it's really difficult to move past that. Like today we were trying to play catch. We probably played catch for 20 minutes. And he struggled a bit. Safer when you're adult than they happen in abundance, yeah. So we're going to go, and we're going to go practice baseball tomorrow, and the other kids, I guess, have been playing for a while, so he's a little bit behind the curve, but he's capable of catching up. It's just getting him motivated enough to put the time in to get good at it, you know? He likes being good at video games. That comes easy to him, especially now. So, but everything else, it's hard to motivate him. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. He and I did build a mushroom catapult this weekend. A mushroom catapult. A marshmallow catapult, right? So that was fun. We get these little wood kits that you nail together and a couple of screws, and he didn't want to paint this one this weekend, so we're gonna wait till next weekend. And I had completely forgotten that I had received this kit in the mail until I got this month's kit, right? So I have one more project for us to do. found the gravity. And then there's a birdhouse we're going to put together. So it's kind of fun. Gets him off the TV or video games for a little bit and gets him engaged in doing something else. Yeah. Panic attacks are no joke. I remember 3 years ago, it's like I had a rough year, right? Some relationship issues, some job issues. My mom passed away. I hit a deer. 2019 sucked, right? And then, 2020 came all the bullshit that we've been dealing with. And I did have to go into my doctor and get some anti-anxiety medication. I don't use it very often, but anymore I'm doing much better. But at that time, it was a rough year. I'm not gonna lie. Now, we didn't really do anything else this weekend. We sat around and watched movies today for the most part. There is, what is it, a fourth Shrek movie? I don't know if you guys are, but I'm a huge fan of the Shrek movies. Right? I thought they're all pretty brilliant. And I had seen this one before, and I had completely forgotten about it until it came up on the TV today. It's like I think I have Shrek first, second, and third as DVDs. The whole COVID situation has wreaked havoc on your anxiety, that's for sure. It did that to a lot of people. You know? Did that? And it's a highly anxiety-inducing situation, for sure. You know, when the people who are in place to respond to stuff like this put out multiple mixed messages regarding what's going on and how to handle it, right? And nobody knows for sure what's going on. That's a highly anxiety-inducing situation, right? And when it's the villain you can't see, you know? So you do as much as you can to protect yourself, but are you even protecting yourself? And then, regardless of any preventative measures you put in place for yourself, you get it anyway, and yeah. Oh, and then you get told that you're a non-essential worker and that your business that you work at has to shut down. So there goes your income. Yeah. highly anxiety inducing. I think that's a very legitimate reaction. All right. Oh, my leg is numb. Holy crap. We've only done part of one layer here, and we're already 40 minutes in. Getting to a point where these layers are really taking some time. That's okay. Come on. There you go. These bright aluminum rings are really hard to see if they're closed. You'll look at it at one angle and they'll be perfect, and then you'll see it just, you'll change that angle just a little bit and it's off. Part of the reason is they're so shiny. And I have so many new lights down here. But I'm very excited to be working on this again. This one is almost done. So here, it's over 2 inches wide, right? I think that's actually probably, I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, but I don't think I'm gonna A, have the rings, and B, I think it's a decent enough size to make like 3 of these. I don't know. We'll see. Your car decided it was jealous of your new throne and burned a hole through its muffler. Another spear in the savings account. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, all that stuff gets, it all comes at one time, you know? That's what I found. When something goes wrong, next thing you know, 9 or 10 different things are going to go wrong. You got to learn to roll with it as best you can, which I think I struggle with. It's like this, then that, then this, then that. All right, Barb, have a good night. You should have to pay for registration and insurance on the car last month, too? That sucks. I went on, what, Friday? Down to the DMV. And I had to register or renew my plates. And transfer the title into my name, and that was cost me $224, something like that. So that was fun. So in Wisconsin, I guess all the motorcycle plates get renewed in April, right? So you have until the end of April to renew your plates, the sticker on your plates. But I'm not the purchaser of the motorcycle, right? That was a gift to me. And so I had to put the title in my name. And it's like, oh, well, this is an unfortunate expense right now because I don't have any money coming in, but it is what it is. So now once it warms up, I can get all my gear on and go for a ride, which will be very nice. So I'm looking forward to that all winter. Get me out of the house and just go cruise for a little bit. So that is one thing that's nice about Wisconsin, is that there are a lot of motorcycle riders up here. So whereas not everyone looks out for motorcycles, people in Wisconsin are pretty good about it. My bike is also really loud, so I got some Vance and Hines pipes on there. It's hard to miss me when I'm riding. I want to get one of those like train horns. I think that'd be so much fun. Just have a train horn on the bike. But it's nice. I've got all that paperwork nonsense taken care of. It's nice to have that stuff done, you know. I'm a huge procrastinator when it comes to crap like that, because, you know, I've just noticed that whenever my plates expire, I don't magically lose my ability to drive, you know? Like, the plates expire and I don't start driving into trees or anything, so. Boat fog horns are good too, not as costly as train ones. Well, they make some specific for motorcycles. I think they're like $30. I'd have to go look it up, what one I was looking at, but it wasn't that expensive. I just needed other things for $30. Because the horn that comes on a motorcycle, I'm sure everyone's aware, they're a little, you know, this little meep, meep, meep. They're not exactly letting anyone know that you're there. I don't ride in much traffic, so not really anyone for me to honk at anyway, but part of the reason why it's not a priority. It's like I go on little rides on the back roads around the area. A lot of farm equipment out there, but there's not a lot of traffic, you know? I would like, ever since I rode out to Colorado and realized what I needed to do in order to handle a long trip, I've been wanting to go out to Sturgis. Just because I think it's the closest, largest rally that's like an international rally where people come from all over. I suppose I could go to a local bike night too. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I won't be able to go this year. I will be lucky to get to the Renaissance Festival this year, so. I think I am just going to have enough time to wrap up this layer here. Took a whole dang hour. At least it's not, at least these rings are good rings, right? And I'm not sitting here adjusting rings for how I have to do it on the coif. That is so, just kills me. Maybe I'll make the next couple of jelly cubes out of different materials, since this is bright aluminum. And then there's that cube and cube and cube project I want to work on too. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that, or how I'm gonna make that. One day. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. All right. What do you guys think of the app so far? Let me ask that question. Got a couple pieces of feedback from other people through the feedback portion. Am I missing anything? Do I need to add something? And actually, do any of you have standalone websites? That's a good question. Should probably make sure that you guys have a link on there if I can do it. It's got to be a standalone website though. I can't do, or I'm not doing rather, places that like Etsy or eBay or Amazon or something. I really do like these neurons, I tell you what. One of those things where it should have done it a long time ago. You haven't put the app on your phone yet because you don't remember how and don't really do a lot of apps on your phone. That's okay. That is all right. I do want to You're lucky you still remember how to use a camera. The aspect ratio calculator is the main reason you have it on your phone. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the conversion calculator, I need to upgrade it to go up to have a 1/28th denominator for the fractions. I did notice that issue when I tried to convert a fraction. think the ring talk section, if I can get to a point where someone likes or comments on your post in that section and it sends out a notification that you've been responded to, that will work a lot better than having to log in or having to go into the app and check to see if someone said something on something you posted. But improvements will come with time. Anything over X16 should be decimal, is just your 2 cents. Okay, sure. But each manufacturer is different and puts different information out there on their ring supplies and their tutorials and what have you. So I just want it to be as useful as possible, and that's a change that can be made fairly easily. Wow, I went through that whole pile of rings. I was at 11/128. It's not that accurate as that. They vary up and down by decimal amounts, and the fraction that far down is still a ballpark. Hence, it's woodworking measurements that should just be calipered. I don't disagree. But the issue arose when I saw someone asking if anyone knew what this measurement was and this fraction was in millimeters. I was like, I went and checked on the conversion calculator, and it doesn't go that high to the 1/28 denominator. So I was like, oh, well, I can't answer that question readily, you know. Missing a ring there. How'd I do that? Oh, gonna have to talk to Chain Reaction. I've got a ring that's got another cut in it here. One ring. Come on. What is X over XX measurements in millimeters? A question for Lord Google. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try and figure that out without a calculator. Alright, that side is done. Now this side. It took us a whole hour to do that one layer, and it was already started, you know. Millimeters better than fraction, and you were U.S. education taught. Alright, we'll work on this side for a little bit. So what are you guys' plans for the week? Anything exciting going on? Weather's getting warmer. People going to be getting out of school and going on vacations and getting your car fixed. Yeah. Also planning on walking into work the couple of nice days coming up. Nice. 75 hours of work, hammer more rings, cooking more rings, and hoping your order of 100 drill bits shows up. Nice. I hope your order shows up too. We were talking about anxiety-inducing things earlier, and I tell you what, the sheer number of things I have sitting with postal services it's awful. How's plan? Walking into work. If I can make this my job, then I will walk to work every day. That'll be my goal. Excuse me. Hoping TRL fixes the shipping so you can order your rings that should be done on the drying rack to finish this dragon cape that's now 3 weeks overdue. Jeez. Isn't it like a 6-foot cape? Like 3 feet wide, 6 feet long or something like that? How many rings do you weave in an hour? You get to walk to work on Mondays and Fridays. No worries about the weather because you get to work from home those days. There you go. Nice. $72 by $20. Okay. And it's dragon scale, and is it stainless steel? 700 with them being AA rings. You weave 700 rings an hour? I'm gonna clone you and just put you to work down here. How do your hands stay up with that? I want to know, because I barely do this stuff an hour a night, and like my hands are killing me. He's got fast hands. Your wife must be very happy. "30 years of weaving." I mean, I've been doing it for 25. At most, if I'm just doing E4 and 1, and it's all the same color, right? At most, I'm doing like 300 rings an hour. Doesn't matter what material. At the most. All right. Only a couple rings left here. All right. guys. Chainmail is E4 and 1, matter of how you look at it and weave it. Dragon scale is E4 and 1. It depends on how you look at it and weave it. Interesting. Trying to think of how to make it right now in my head. There's two different ring sizes of E4 and 1 going through each other. Is that how that works? I'd have to make some again. It's been a while since I made any. 1/2-inch rings on the large rings, and as he showed you, it's butter in your hands. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what I like about meeting other chainmail artists, right? Is that they will always tackle something differently than you would, right? They're all here. Zoom in on this for a second. You know, like everyone's got, what am I doing? I'm dead. Perfect. I do like these. These are cool. But everyone does stuff in a different ring size or a different way, and it's all different material manufacturers. I never would think to make a cape out of dragon scale, and you know, you build it to length and you work off the edge and only need to grab 2 rings. Still, 700 rings an hour. Well, are you pre-closing rings and then doing 700 rings an hour? Is that what you're telling me? Because that, I can understand how you would get that number. Anyway, I hear a little voice calling me. Jesus, kid, what are you doing? I can see you, dude. Alright, guys. Nope, that's for the dogs. Pre-closing rings. Yeah, I think so too. I can't handle doing it. Anyway, alright, for some reason my child is down here. I will be back tomorrow night, 9 to 10. In the meantime, thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for all your commentary and your contribution and just hanging out with me while I do this. Alright? You guys all have a wonderful evening, and we'll get more work done tomorrow night. Alright? You guys have a good night. Bye.